Hey everyone, hopefully you're doing well. I'm going to show one of the trades I executed this week. This was on the 15th. So I wanted to show kind of, how I'm dealing with this. So what we're looking at here is actually my TPT 25K account and that I'm manually trading. You can see where the little blue arrow it says long. That's where the strategy actually executed the trade on another chart that's not on the screen. That is hooked up to a 50K My Funded Futures account that is dedicated to not intervening manually and just letting the strategy run. And that's what I want to kind of document and not like, I don't know how good I'm going to be at it, but I do want to do like reviews on each week, like how the strategy did in actual markets, and how it looks on an actual proper count. So that's the plan. And this trade was Tokyo Open on the 15th, I think I said, and it worked out well. Okay, so let me take just kind of a quick review over that particular trade. What I want to do first is actually show you my process when the new day happens. Let me go to the 15th. All right, so the first thing that I'm doing as the brand new day opens, so here's this candle here is closing at 16:55 or 5 p.m. New day candle opens here. And the first thing that I'm doing is I'm marking out the first presented fair value gap on the 5-minute chart. So that's what that is. If price retraces into it, it's a good indication. It's a good trade, fairly high probability that it's going to react off of that or through it. So if it inverts it, it would be good to go long. If it's reacting off of it, it's going to go short. In my case, you can see price just ran away from it. I'm not really looking at the charts until Tokyo Open. So look down here at 20 or 8 p.m. There was another area of interest. I think this was on the 1 minute. I can't recall, but this particular fair value gap here was an area of interest that I had marked out already as well. So yeah, that was kind of my confluence for that first trade. So let me go to the 1 minute on that day. You can see price dug down into that area of interest and reacted off of it. So any signal that I got from my indicators or my strategy, I was fairly confident it was going to go my direction. So this was the actual setup. On the strategy, it actually uses 6-point stop loss. I think I had 5-point on my manual execution. But as you can see here, the strategy is 6-point stop loss, 4-point take profit. So it is a negative risk reward. And that's just what the statistics say is the best option or best probabilities for win rate, profitability, etc. So that's what I have set on the actual strategy itself. Anyway, we can take a look at it. This is it here. So the stop AR21, EMA 21, although the actual EMA that I'm using is the 15. I used to do the 21 EMA a lot, and that might actually come back into play. We'll see. Just I think market conditions will dictate. So for the past 365 days, the strategy has said that the 15 EMA is the best option, and we can I can show you that here in a second. But anyway, what I did was I enabled sessions that this can trade within, and right now I made an executive decision this week to cut out session 2 and 3 for the strategy executed trades, and only trade the Tokyo Open and the midnight macro, if you will. All right, so and the way that this thing works is that you add an alert off of the strategy itself. So I have this alert here. So stop AR MFFU because I've got it hooked up to a webhook that is on, I think I showed this in the last video, but it's on this Pick My Trade website. You can, what you do is you just create an alert, and what it does is it basically sets it up for you, right? So you've got a strategy on gold. I don't have multiple targets. I have a 6-point stop loss and a 4-point take profit, and yada yada. And basically you just generate the code that you copy and paste into the message box of the alert, and it executes the trades automatically. All right, enough of that. So this week, kind of what happened was I'm just kind of like into understanding this stuff. So basically what happened was I didn't quite fully understand what the properties of the strategy, what they should be in relation to these values, basically. So what was happening was in the initial strategy, it was only executing 1 micro on the trade, and it was causing me confusion. And so I had to kind of like manually intervene on the strategy executed trades on my 50K account. So with that said, I ended up blowing that account, the 50K account, and I reset it kind of midweek. And this was the first trade on the account. So just for transparency, I just kind of chalked it up as learning the how to set everything up. I'm not so concerned about it being perfect at this point. So that's that. So if we look now at the account, sorry, this is my TPT 25K eval. Let me go into my funded futures. Yeah, so I actually have 3 trades, I believe, that got me to this balance. So I'm up 2% on this account. 2% on this account, 2% on my TakeProfitTrader account. Basically, that's it. Again, it's not. I want to document the strategy, but I don't want to get too far into it this week just because of how things played out and it wasn't perfect. And so probably next week we'll see how it goes, but I'm expecting to not trade this account manually at all or intervene, because now I have all the settings that I want set up, and I kind of understand what the values I want it to be executing trades in, the position size. So I think it'll be good. I'm set for next week to just let it run. And the plan is, let me go to the strategy. So what I did was I created basically a copy of the strategy. I didn't want to mess with it, so I created a new one that has some extra parameters in it. Where is it? Here, under inputs. So it's basically the same thing, except I've added some extra logic to stop, for example, stop trading after 1 win and stop trading after 2 losses in a row. That's pretty much all I added. And it allows me to like toggle this within each one of these sessions, but I'm only going to be trading probably these 2 sessions, 1 and 4, this next week. And the reason why is we look at the strategy tester results itself. It's updating. Okay. So if we look at the last year, why don't that go away? Go away. Thank you. The last 365 days, it's got a pretty high win rate and a really good equity curve. Doesn't mean it doesn't lose, but by adding those extra, quit trading parameters, it improved the previous version of the result for the last 365 days. Now, again, it doesn't really mean like 365 days is not a massive set of data, but it's more than I've ever had. Because if you look at 2023 and 2024, this strategy didn't really do so well. So we'll see what happens this week. And hopefully we'll have a good outcome. Hopefully we've got a passed account. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you're doing well, and have a great weekend. Take care.